Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Way That I Love You podcast. I'm your host, Will Music.
And I'm your host, Sharana.
And we are always delighted to be with you on today.
That's right.
Now, if this is your first time tuning in, we are a hot, sexy marriage podcast, and we talk about marriage, our marriage, and we talk about life, and we talk about life's ups and downs and how we navigate through that thing from our perspective.
That's right, baby. And we're not licensed professionals. No, we're just two individuals that love on one another. And we share with you what we do and what works in our marriage. And if you can apply that information and make it work in your marriage, then you know what? We're so proud of you. But if you can't, that's okay. Just put it in your back pocket and give it to somebody else.
That's right, folks.
So, babe, I realize that we are one of the hottest, sexy marriage podcasts all over the world. You know, within, I listen to other podcasts, and let me tell you, there's some good ones out there. But, you know, there's no podcast like our podcast, like the Way That I Love You podcast.
Okay.
You know, and I am so grateful for all of our listeners and our, you know, everyone that come together to listen to the Way That I Love You podcast, supporting us in every way. Mm-hmm. You know who you are.
Yes, you do. Hey, North America. South America. Africa. Asia. Europe. And
Oceania, baby, we see you out there.
Yeah.
And we thank you. And, you know, there's nothing like having listeners that are supportive and that's constantly tuning in to hear what we have to say.
Yes.
You know, and like we say, we're not licensed professionals, but guess what, y'all? We've been married for this will be 23 years of marriage.
Yeah, coming this July. 2022.
Yes. And so we do have some, you know, we have some information to give to individuals that may not everything don't have to be, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like a cookie cutter type situation. I'm thinking that's what you getting around to.
Everything is not about that. You know, experience is a good teacher.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Success, failure, all of it.
Yes. And so we have a lot to give you all. We have a lot that we've learned along the way that we would like to give to you all, that we've learned how to navigate through our marriage. And we got this information from listening and watching and learning from other marriages.
Yes.
And that's well, like I just said, experience is a good teacher.
Yes, it is.
You watch other individuals. You learn from other individuals. And you kind of nitpick and pull out what works for you.
Right.
In your marriage and what works for your family, you know, as a whole. And then you create this thing called us. And the thing is, for this segment today is we're not perfect.
Yes.
But we work it.
Yes.
We're us.
Yes.
You know, that's just like when we thought about what we were going to talk about this week, because we were dealing with a lot of things in our marriage. We were talking about some things, and you all know what we were talking about. It's like the thing that constantly comes up in your marriage, that conversation. And if you don't handle it well, it can become a dysfunctional thing.
Right.
But it's always, and I've listened to other individuals that handle things in their marriage. And they're like, okay, baby, well, there's always going to be one thing, one particular thing that you all going to constantly kind of hit and come to a
crossroads on.
Right.
And that's exactly what it is. It's definitely like a crossroad. It'll make you think. It'll make you have to step back and really analyze and dig into, okay, what's the root cause? What's not being uncovered? What's not being communicated properly?
Right.
That we both can be on the same page about. You know what I mean?
And a lot of individuals, when they keep coming to the same thing, they're like, I'm tired of talking about it. You know, we've been talking about this thing for 5 years or 6 years. And, you know, I'm ready to throw in the towel because we keep coming to the same thing. And I got to thinking, if we keep coming about the same thing, but we still manage to work through it, and when you keep talking about a thing, it exhausts you.
Yeah.
But praying about that thing, I've learned that even though we may still have this one particular issue, the way we handle it has made it a little bit easier. I must confess that even during because we do the podcast, and when we go through something, baby, you listen, you hear me, and the way you communicate, the way you communicate to try to fix it is different. And I appreciate that. So I want to let you know that. But we're like everyone else.
Yes.
We have a stumbling block that gets in the way, and you're like, and it's like you just want to strangle that thing to get rid of it. But maybe it's there for a reason.
Yeah, maybe it is to recalibrate the marriage. And like how you were saying, if you come back to the same thing and you keep coming back to the same thing, that's only one thing.
What is it? You keep saying thing. There's only one thing. Come back to the same thing. It's only one thing. Go ahead, drop your knowledge.
It's only one thing.
What is it?
Compared to, no, I'm not going to identify what the one thing is, because it could be anything for any married couple. You know what I mean? Like how we say our marriage is our marriage, your marriage is your marriage. But what I'm getting to, the point that I'm getting to, is that that's only one thing. And how sometimes it can get you emotionally and mentally exhausted that you want to throw in the towel, but that's no reason to throw in the towel over that one thing. We know
one thing.
Yeah, it's that one thing. Like if you have a beautiful relationship, a beautiful marriage, a beautiful family, if that's the case, like the good always outweighs the bad when you intentionally practice good, positive, healthy, practical things.
That's right.
To make your marriage strong. So with the one thing, to keep coming back to it, it's always, like you said, it's something that you got to get from it. It's probably a different perspective. It's probably a different way of communicating and talking through that thing. But the one key thing you did say was prayer. Once you pray and allow God to saturate the atmosphere, that wisdom will fall from above and give you a different way to approach it and handle things so that you can move forward.
So let's be clear. We know that without God, you know, for us, nothing is possible.
Right.
We can't get through our moments, our days, or our hours without putting our situations in his hand. And there are millions of people out there that's listening to us right now, and they're saying the same thing. Well, you know, there is one thing that me and my spouse keep coming up against, and we've had put it in God's hands. But at this time, while we're going through it, I'm so exhausted. I'm tired of saying it. And even if you're, what I'm learning is that even if you're the person that's saying it, and you're the person that's hearing it, right? It's still an exhausting experience for the both of you.
Right.
And I'm learning that we have to learn how to do less expressing ourselves. And you say it all the time. You say, babe, you know, I hear you, but I don't want you to beat me up. I'm understanding. I'm learning, but I don't want to be beat up by the same conversation. And I'm the kind of person that likes to keep, you know, I may keep saying the same thing because I'm like, is he hearing me this way? Do I have to put it that way? Do I have to say it in this sentence for you to get it? And that's not the case. Mm-hmm. We have to learn our spouse's love language.
Absolutely.
To know that when enough is enough, and you know what to say and how to say it.
Right. Because we can also be caught up in emotion, because we know that's a thing that is almost like a trigger. Mm-hmm. So we can lose sight of the moment in emotion.
You're listening and laughing with The Way That I Love You podcast with your hosts, Sharana and Will Music. Now it's time to listen to our new segment, This Is Us Real Talk, with Focus James and Demi Babatunde.
My mom would always say that to us, love don't hurt. And she would say that constantly build us up to say love doesn't hurt. Situations hurt. Mm-hmm. So we can distinguish when we're going through something versus love, because love is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that hurts you. Things that you go through is the thing. So don't misunderstand love,
right,
for situations that you're going through in pain.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm thinking specifically, I was dating one gentleman for quite some time. It was very chaotic, very tumultuous, but exciting. The sex was spectacular. He could cook his behind off. So he kept pulling me back in with that. You know, I would get so distracted. And when I finally was able to release and let go, because we just weren't compatible, right? In so many ways. Like, for instance, he asked me, he said, well, why don't we just bring our funds together, put it all in one pot, and then I'll give you what you need. I'm like, dude, your $50 cell phone bill got cut off 3 times this year. I'm not giving you my right. It was $40, and you can't manage that.
Right.
What you do? Man, right. Give me a sandwich, and let's forget about this conversation. No, that's so much. It's like, no. But the next relationship that I had, the gentleman was very melancholy, very quiet kind of a guy. But I felt like I was single even in the relationship. It just was, we weren't vibing. And my mom wondered, she said, listen, are you so used to the drama that you can't enjoy the peace? Right? It was very, very,
Because love doesn't hurt.
Love doesn't hurt, but it don't bore you to hell with that either. There's no jelly. I can't talk to him. He's so quiet.
Yeah.
And then I noticed he rarely said my name. And you all know, when you love somebody, you just want to say their name for like no reason at all, and any reason at all. And so it was just such a disconnect. And I was like, listen, you're a good dude, but this not gonna work here. I don't feel the passion, the sex was I was like, I just don't, it was just too quiet. And I didn't need drama. I needed deep connection. Like, we could really bust it up and talk about some stuff. You know what I mean? I even tried to watch the Game of Thrones one day with
him. Nothing? Nothing.
Well, he was like, shh. I was like, oh, okay. We got to.
Oh, he was one of those people. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Demi, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, even afterwards, when I tried to talk to him about it, I couldn't really get much out of him about it. I don't know. It just didn't gel. Everybody's not for everybody. It don't mean neither one of us was bad people. It just didn't. Right. Mm-hmm.
So you poured up a good word that you said. You was like, oh goodness, it was on the tip of my tongue. Uh-huh. I was going to ask Demi how important is gelling, being a single man and being, young man. How important is conversation to you and gelling and you use a certain word, vibe.
Yeah.
How important it is to you in being a single man? Like, what is it out there? What is it doing out there?
To me personally, it's major. Like absolutely. I'm one of those people who beyond just having like casual conversations with people. I like having like really deep, interesting conversations with people. Yeah. And like the people that I would say that I talk to the most, that's one of the main reasons why. For every single person that like I hang around, whether it's family members, whether it's like friends, whether it's a random person that I'm talking to, if I can get to a point where we could casually talk, but we could also have deep conversations.
Yeah,
you're not going to be able to get rid of me. I promise you that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I think when it comes to dating casually, you can kind of get away with like having casual conversations, but when it comes to like deeper conversations, it's a lot harder. And it's fun sometimes. It keeps you interested, but there's nothing long lasting in that. And if you don't gel, that's one of those things where for me, gelling, like that's a very big thing for me. If I'm because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool, we kiss, we cuddle, we have sex, whatever. But after all of that, if I can't talk to you, like just have a regular conversation with you, like, well, we gonna go to the movies and then just sit there and then just not talk about it. We gonna go out to dinner and then just eat. Exactly. Like I'm a slow eater. Because I talk. It's the truth. I'm a slow eater. So at a certain point, if like that'll be my gauge. If I'm sitting there and we like we're on a date and I spend the majority of my time eating my food. Right. And like the plate's gone. Like I wasn't like, I'll take this to go, whatever. Now, if I sat there and just ate my food, it's not gonna happen again. It's not. It's like you might be a cool person, but when it comes to like certain things, it's just like conversation is big for me. It's a must have for sure. My name is Demi Babatunde, and I have a podcast called What's on Your Mind with Demi Babatunde.
And my name is Focus from the Focus of Love. You can find me on YouTube as well as Instagram, and Focus James on Facebook. Focus from the Focus of Love.
Now, I looked through. Do you all know that communication? When I looked up in scripture, communication was like, it had so like many scriptures on communication. I mean, it's so overwhelming for the scriptures on communication. Mm-hmm. And when I say scriptures, I'm talking about the Holy Bible. And it talks about, because that's what Will and I go to when we're not on the same page, to figure out how to communicate. And so I had looked it up because the one thing I want to be is a better communicator with you. I want to know what God has too, because we're Christians. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what God wants me to do for his communication. Okay. I don't want to lean to my own understanding in that scripture, right?
Right.
I want to know what God says about communicating and what I say, how I say it, to bring us closer together. Mm-hmm. And so when I looked at how to communicate with my spouse, and there is so many to count. So many I can't count. It says in 1 Corinthians, it says, for you were bought with a price, so glorify God in your body. And that lets me know that nothing that you do or nothing that I do is that so in doubt, right? Mm-hmm. That we can't just say, wait a minute, let's just glorify God and let's just come together and see how we can handle certain situations. Right. Because we look at each other and like, you did this to me and I did, you did this to me. It really is a me thing, right?
Yeah. I can see that. Being selfish, mm-hmm. and going back and forth. Like that's like our episode tit for tat that we talked about. Mm-hmm. But we didn't get like real deep into the tit for tat. This is like the next level of that episode. But yeah, the going back and forth, like you said, is really selfish. So at that point, when we can identify the selfishness, we definitely need to pause and come together and go to the throne.
Yeah. So, and it, I think we do a lot of conversating about miscommunication, And I've learned over the time, miscommunication is the number one thing in a marriage.
Yep.
It is the number one. We think that love is another one. Like, oh, I'm falling in love. Love has no bears on communication. I feel like communication is, when people say the communication is the key, it is. And we think communication is all about you talking to me. Let's enjoy each other company. Let's go out, because you and I go out all the time. We're around each other 24/7.
24/7.
But it's a deeper view of communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's on your mind. It's what can I help you with? It's every little thing that's said and the things that are not said.
Ooh, that's a good one. Things that are not said. That is a form of communication as well.
Yeah, I have to learn to listen to your body language.
Mm-hmm. Good point. That was a great, excellent observation. And love, like you said, communication is important. I believe love is the guidance, the guardrail to keep that communication from going out of bounds and being cutthroat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we always say communication is the key. And communication is everything. Like in marriage, in life, in work, in everything, relationships. We wouldn't have what we have if we didn't communicate.
Why is it that we spend more time in trying to communicate at work than we spend in communicating in our marriage?
I would say the reason why we do that is because there is a, there is an expectation, very, very well. And there is a reward.
And a report. Go ahead. But tell me about the reward.
And it's not necessarily a reward. A reward is you will receive something. It's like if you communicate properly, you know that paycheck is going to come. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's tied to a monetary payment. That's exactly what it is, a payment. I'm going to just say you get the money, you go to work, you communicate, you execute so you can get paid, so you can make a life for yourself and your family.
Okay.
And what did you say? The last part you said?
I said, well, why is it so easy for us to
because we have something that we know if we are motivated, the money is the motivator.
Okay.
And that's how I see it. Now, if you happen to just love what you do, that's a bonus. That's a plus.
Okay.
Like, I would say there's a high percentage of those who just work to live and not live to work. Mm-hmm. But in that, they know they have to communicate in order to make
things meet.
Yeah.
So we are very conditioned.
Mm-hmm.
To make things work at work. We were really conditioned to put in the work that we need to put in for the reward.
Because we know the consequence.
So do we not value the consequence of our marriages?
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Not valuing the consequence in the marriage. So things are taken for granted. And something always, when things become that to that point where it's taken for granted, there's always something that happens that not necessarily could be tragic, but something that will be an eye opener that will allow us to change that perspective and get back on track. Now, the thing is to stay on track, which that's where the work comes in. So the work is like, we're not perfect, but we work it.
And I think that, we have a lot of people that look at us and like, oh, Will and Sharana, and I do appreciate the compliments. Don't get me wrong, because I feel like you and I really work hard, baby, to keep our marriage going. I value what we have, and I know that you do. And I always say I don't charge anything to your head or to your heart. Mm-hmm. I may charge things to your head, because I know that dealing with man, that in your head that things can kind of get away from you, So I don't charge to say, you don't love me or I don't love you, and when I say you, I don't want to put on anything, because sometimes we'll say things, and be reminded, y'all, we'll say things that may seem like we're putting it on the other spouse. Mm-hmm. And it's all about communication, how you distribute the information. It's always good to say, hey, I'm hurt by this. I don't like this. Put in the work to say, what you need to say, but then let's see what we have to do to bring it back in.
Yeah, put it all on the table, but know that at the end, work needs to be put in. Mm-hmm. You got to work it. Mm-hmm. Just plain and simple. And if you have that as your game plan and your goal, okay, we're going to talk about this, but the end result, we both understand that we got to work. We got to work it.
Okay. So one of our things, you all, and we're going to tell a little secret. So one of our things,
unbeknownst to me,
is that Will and I get into a groove, and we're so loving and just so into one another. But then when stressful things happen along the way, far as life, and you all know that I have health issues, and I know that bothers my husband. And recently he had hurt his back, and then that bothered me, which triggered my health issues, because anyone that have health issues, that once something triggers your health issues, you kind of can go off whack. And then that stressed him out, and then so we got this yin and yang pull, babe, mm-hmm. right? Of I'm sick, you sick, and we don't know exactly what to do when it comes to it. So, we have to make sure we come together, evaluate the situation, and work at it, because stress. Yeah. Which was the number one thing. I'm stressed, he's stressed. He's hurt, I'm hurt. So we're both stressing out, are one of the things that pulls relationships apart. So listen, we're not perfect, but we work it.
And stress is nothing more than just a distraction. So learn how to master your stress. That may be our next episode.
But it is this extra episode right here. Learn how to master your stress.
Yeah, learn how to master your stress, and definitely work at it. Mm-hmm. Work at it, because we're human. We're all human. We all know what it is to be high and low.
That's right.
I mean? So that's why we do what we do, because we just want to be able to communicate and be a voice of reasoning for someone who may be struggling, or a couple that may be struggling. So we just want to be that voice of reason as an added benefit or resource to be like, you know what? Let me rethink this thing. Let me step back and take my time with it.
And usually if you keep coming across the same situation, right, it is a stress thing. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a stress thing. You're dealing with something that you haven't kind of worked out.
Yeah, stress slows down the momentum.
Yeah. So, with all of that, continue to be a part of the Way I Love You podcast, because that's where you're going to get all the good information and learn some things about yourself and how to navigate through life's ups and downs, because that's what we do on this show.
Yeah.
It is a real-time show. So if Will and I come on and we'll say, hey, we're dealing with XYZ, everything is not about sexiness that comes within the relationship.
Yeah.
But this is a real-time journey, y'all.
Yes, it is.
And we are learning as we go through.
Right.
But I tell you one thing, baby, I'm never giving up.
I'm never giving up either. The more years, the more love.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to the Way That I Love You podcast. I'm your host, Sharana.
And I'm your host, Will Music.
We'll see you every Sunday on the Way That I Love You podcast. Don't forget to subscribe down below.
Yes. See you all next week.
See you next week. I love you, baby.
I love you too, sweetheart.